Hello.
And welcome to Film Bastards.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, and welcome people to episode 572 of Film Bastards. I am one of your co-hosts, Matt Foster, and as ever I am joined by...
Becky Foster, hello everybody.
And...
Hello everyone, I'm drinking a bottle of Don Carlo Nero di Avola red wine.
Nice.
Let's
Out of
see
the
how
bottle
this...
or
Sorry?
out of the bottle or a glass?
Oh, don't tempt me. Ian Loring, hi.
And we've just been discussing there what films we're reviewing. Because, you know, that's the admin we get into right before the show. What are we reviewing? We're going to bring you a full-scale, all three of us watched it review of Companion. Ian and Becky both watched Presents, didn't they?
They did.
Yep. And both me and Ian watched You're Cordially Invited, the new Amazon Prime joint.
I genuinely think, I would quite happily go the rest of my life and never see another Will Ferrell movie.
Well, me and Ian will get into that movie later on.
Yeah.
And I will say that, we'll get into it.
Okay.
We'll get into it. We're a Pod Syndicate podcast. Go listen to our friends' shows. They're great. And yeah, fucking A. There's been some fucking trailers.
There has.
The fucking has. Yeah. There's been some actual, not just there's been some trailers. There's been some fucking trailers, man. Yeah. So, what trailers have we watched? Just fucking
Not entirely sure what that means.
barreling in like a motherfucker.
I think you mean it's not just generic ones, some biggies.
Yeah, there's been fucking trailers, not just Plankton the movie.
Which we did watch.
Which we did watch, yeah.
I watched that too.
Still not entirely sure what Plankton is. I know he's a plankton.
Yeah,
Who is he?
He's the little green dude.
What does he do?
He runs the chum bucket.
I thought he was SpongeBob's boss.
No, he works at the Krusty Krab.
I thought they were the same person.
No, the chum bucket's like the Krusty Krab's competitor venue.
Right.
Is that right?
Yeah, the lobster dude's his boss.
Yeah.
For some reason, my brain had those as the same person.
The red lobster man and the green plankton man.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're not the same person,
They're
no.
not.
But my brain had them as the same person.
You're not a bright man.
I think I've watched one of the SpongeBob movies that we reviewed on this show, and that is my entire, fucking...
You might need to move up your intelligence slider.
You keep on fucking moving it down.
That's not me, babe.
Fucking himbo, mate.
Oh, yeah. Delightful himbo is a good classification of man, to be fair.
Fair. Right, what else we got? After the Plankton movie.
Got that trailer for Ash, which is directed by Flying Lotus.
Who?
I believe it says in the trailer that it's directed by Flying Lotus.
Who's Flying Lotus?
I don't know, but it says it's directed by them.
Let's have a look.
And this is Isa Gonzalez and Aaron Paul, sci-fi film.
Flying Lotus is a record producer, apparently.
It looks alright, does this, to be fair. I watched it and I was like, it's got Event Horizon energy to it.
Yeah, I'll give it a go. It's a Shudder film that seems to be getting some sort of theatrical release, so they've obviously got some faith in it. Yeah, why not?
It's got the Raid Man in it as well.
What, the main Raid Man or the long-haired one?
The main Raid Man.
Oh, Iko Uwais.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Yes, okay. I don't recall him seeing him in that, but I did watch it a long time ago.
He directed one of the segments in VHS 99.
What was the segment called?
It was the one called Ozzy's Dungeon.
Ozzy's Dungeon.
See, now I want to watch the music
Young
video that he did with David Lynch. What
Young
the fuck?
contestant Donna participates in Ozzy's Dungeon, a children's game show where people engage.
Oh, yeah, okay.
He's... the guy is... his uncle was John Coltrane.
Okay. Why is he called Flying Lotus? And that section of VHS 99 was certainly visually what's going on here then?
Oh my god.
So yeah, sure, why not? Trailer for Riff Raff, which I know I watched, but I don't remember it.
Becky told me I wasn't allowed to watch this because it would make me angry.
It would make him angry.
Why would it make me angry?
Because
Coolidge is in it.
Coolidging, but in a Boston accent is not something I think you need in your life.
Oh, she's just talking slowly and pretending she can't open her eyes.
She's not quite as Coolidge as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Murray's in this fucker just kind of cashing a paycheck, which doesn't seem very Bill Murray-y. I think Pete Davidson's in it as well. I don't know, look really generic. I don't remember a thing about it.
No. It immediately went onto my will not watch list, so...
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I can't imagine I'll get to it. We've got Locked, which is Bill Skarsgård locked in a futuristic car, trapped by Anthony Hopkins, who is 100% cashing a fucking paycheck. My God,
that bit when he peeps in through the window and goes, "You're in my car," is quite good though. That was terrifying. You would not want Anthony Hopkins doing that to you in a car.
No. If it's a second over 90 minutes, it's too long.
Oh, this fucker needs to be 78 minutes, including credits, mate.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just going to be just like... is there enough story there?
Hurry Up Tomorrow. Directed by Trey Edward Schultz, who directs...
quite interesting, to be fair.
Oh,
It's a good trailer, eh?
Yeah, I think it looks quite good.
It's got The Weeknd in it. I don't like The Weeknd.
You don't know him?
What? I don't know a lot of people and I don't like them.
Well, just give the guy a chance. Maybe you don't like his music. Maybe he's a really great actor.
Yeah,
you
fair
like
enough.
Jenna Ortega.
Do I?
You always say she's a good actress.
Do I?
Yeah. Who's the other one that's in it? There's someone else in it that was recognisable.
Keegan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Baz.
Just
Fuckboy Keoghan.
just walking around, with his weird face,
Yeah.
literally just going, I'm not gonna wear a shirt anymore in anything.
I don't get him. He must have some fucking energy in person or something.
Yeah. There's something there, isn't there? There is something there because he is quite magnetic to look at.
I do like him in stuff. But boy gets laid. And it's like, but you look like that.
Didn't he cheat on Sabrina Carpenter? Is that what it was?
Apparently so, with a OnlyFans person.
Yeah, but that has also been very much like, no, this never happened.
I don't think it has.
No, she's literally come out and gone, this didn't happen, it's weird.
What, Carpenter or the OnlyFans?
The OnlyFans was it's like, trust me, I would have cashed in on that, but it didn't happen. She's like, subscribing to my channel is not the same as actually fucking me.
I mean, there's pictures of them together, so...
I do not get on with Sabrina Carpenter's music in the slightest, but him cheating on her actually feels like it might be a crime.
I actually think that she is so overtly sexualized that she has got to the point of where she's in no way sexy at all.
No. That's she's kind of crossed the Rubicon for me as well, to be honest. But she's objectively hotter than he is, even if like the stuff around her makes her unsexy to me. Objectively, she is a lot better looking than Barry Keoghan.
I don't know. You take her hair extensions out, scrub the fucking slap off her face and put her in some joggers and a t-shirt. Is she? Because I don't think she is. I don't think she's out special at all.
All right. No, fair enough.
I think she's just well marketed. in a...
I may be wrong.
Are you saying that the daughter of a record producer whose auntie is Lisa Simpson might be an industry plant?
the possibilities there. I don't know. I don't,
auntie is Nancy Cartwright.
Yeah.
Is that her name?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Plus, there's the old adage, isn't there, of how you get 'em's how you lose 'em. I don't really have any sympathy for her.
That's a fair... Yeah, because, again, what left the mother of his, 1-year-old son for her?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's not great.
No. So, yeah. Fuck her.
Well, he did.
Yeah.
He did. And then he just went.
He did.
Someone else?
The Rule of Jenny Penn. Sorry, you seem to think this looks good. It looks fucking awful.
I think it looks
What's
creepy.
this now?
I just think it looks creepy.
It's Jonathan Lithgow doing an Australian accent.
Is he meant to be Australian?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was trying to do Irish.
No, it's Australian.
Okay.
And he's got a fucking
Doll.
doll.
Yeah.
And he seems to be killing people in a retirement home that Jeffrey Rush is also in.
Don't you love that fucking premise, though? Just some, murderous, old person
No.
causing havoc at their old folks.
I have no interest in watching a film about a lot of old people.
That's fair. Don't watch it then.
I'm not gonna.
Oh, it won't come up on here,
Yep.
but we in the cinema saw the Sinners trailer, didn't we?
We did see the Sinners trailer in the cinema, yeah.
Okay, so you have now... What, the new one that has the thing that I thought was spoilery?
Which is the bit that you thought was spoilery.
Somebody banging on the door?
Ooh, might not have been that one then.
Whichever it was, I don't remember someone banging on the door, but it may well have been. I am more pumped for this movie after seeing that trailer than I was.
Hang on, did it end with Michael B. Jordan just shooting a gun at the screen?
Yes.
That's just the first teaser trailer.
Oh, is it? Oh, right.
Well, it's quite long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Fair.
All right, that was it then. It wasn't that trailer. I'm quite glad then, because I was thinking, fucking hell, I don't want to watch this trailer that has a big spoiler in it.
No.
Yeah, then it wasn't that one. But it looks...
It might not be a spoiler, to be clear. It might be that thing happens relatively early on, but I definitely would have preferred to have gone in not knowing
it. Yeah, but I mean, it looks fucking good. The Sinners. I am very pumped for it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be away that weekend. That's the weekend I fly out to Japan.
It is, isn't it?
So,
yeah.
Unless they open it on a Wednesday, and nothing fucking opens on a Wednesday anymore, I've got no chance.
Oh, pray for one of those secret screenings.
Yeah, pretty much, mate, to be honest.
There's been a teaser for Mithrigan 2.0.
Which doesn't really let on what the plot is.
No, it's just a worse-looking CG Mithrigan dancing and making me go, this is a bit weird.
Given how well the aesthetics were handled in Mithrigan, whether you like the film or not, the aesthetics are quite good, and Mithrigan does feel tangible.
Yeah.
This just looks fucking cheap.
It does look a little bit like they've gone, we need to get something out there.
I said to you, didn't I? It feels like they've gone, oh, people really love the Yasko energy of Mithrigan, let's run with that. No, that wasn't why people liked it. We don't need a dance into a fucking Chapel Roan song.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
Thank you. Her Dancing to Chapel Roan song feels a little bit like, oh, that's very like autumn 2024.
Yeah.
But it's the, I don't know, like the way to get attention these days is doing shit like that. You know, because people didn't really like Mithrigan all that much, but it was the marketing for it that kind of got people.
Yeah, that's it.
Into it.
I know, but if you're going to use a song in your marketing, don't use one by somebody who was popular for 5 minutes months ago and then set fire to herself by being a cunt.
I mean, she did just win like Best New Artist at the Grammys this weekend.
Best New Artist? She's been around for fucking years. She just wasn't popular.
Wild, isn't it?
Yeah, it's crazy. But also, it's not like the Grammys are the most fucking in touch, is it?
I mean, I don't know. It seems to have been all over the fucking internet. Kanye and his missus turning up to the red carpet uninvited, and her in a completely transparent dress.
And the fact is, with that, is she looks genuinely like, I am so uncomfortable that he's making me do this. It's so... There was a point where, like, there's a bit... It's getting a bit like, somebody maybe needs to fucking stage an intervention here.
I mean, you could say that about Kanye for, like, 10 different
Not for him.
things.
For her safety. It's just weird.
It is. I imagine we'll get a more full Meghan 2 thing with the Super Bowl this weekend, though.
Oh, of course, yes. Super Bowl this weekend. Yeah.
And the plot of it doesn't scream there's going to be a lot of dance killing in it.
Yeah, it's going to be... I'm still interested in it because I still liked Mithrigan. I would have just liked it to have been a bit more batshit.
Yeah.
It needs to be more batshit.
Okay, what else have we got?
Final Destination Bloodlines.
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you very much. Yes.
That's a way to get you in, isn't it?
Again, we'll get into it more during the review, but a comment that I made to you earlier about the worst crime that a horror movie can commit is being boring. This doesn't look fucking boring.
I'm just interested to see what the plot's going to be.
Well, it's something to do with, familial ties to the not prequels, the originals, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, good shit.
What? Ooh, do you know what we did see in the cinema?
Go on.
A new trailer for Captain America: Brave New World. That actually made me turn. I bet after and go. Actually, that looks fucking good.
I think what's quite clever though is the premise that they've got of the wings and the shield just acting autonomously on their own with nobody operating them. That's really good.
I liked that trailer. I thought it was. I thought it looked good.
I just don't like him.
Well, yeah, he's not.
He's not charismatic in the slightest on screen.
No, it's.
But yeah, and the fact that like at the start of the trailer, it's got loads of Steve Rogers shit, and it's like, if that's what you have to do to get people to actually pay attention to your trailer, you are doing something wrong, Marvel. Just admit it. Go back to the fucking drawing board and come up with a new plan.
They did. It's called the Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I will just say with Captain America, I really like the marketing for that film. It bums me out that the word on it is not great, and like they had to do loads of reshoots because the test screenings kept on coming up with bad scores, and then like it still seems like it's not in a great place. But I think the marketing for that film's been pretty on point.
Yeah.
Fantastic Four. Yeah, okay. So they did a big pre-launch of trailer thing yesterday where they got the cast to be interviewed by some fucking no-mark, where Pedro Pascal was asked a second question by her, and he literally said, "You've already asked me a question, I have to answer another one." It was... and he kind of said it in a jokey way, but also, I'm joking, not joking.
Yeah.
Which is kind of brutal. So they are... It feels like Thunderbolts, they barely started the marketing for that at all. Captain America, there's been a few trailers, that's about it. This...
It felt like an
they're
announcement
putting it all on
bit,
black.
yeah.
Like, this needs to hit, because it already feels like the Fantastic Four are going to be a pretty important part of Marvel for the next few years.
I mean, they've cast some pretty well-loved actors, and the guy from that cooking show.
I mean, people really like him, Becky Tudor.
I thought he was like not a liked character in that show.
No, I think
No,
he's developed. He develops.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he
I
definitely
mean,
develops. Richie's great.
everyone likes Vanessa Kirby because she seems delightful. Everyone loves Pedro Pascal. Everyone likes the guy from Stranger Things.
It's a bit weird, isn't it, that the fact that everybody likes Pedro Pascal because he's the internet's hot uncle, and everybody likes Vanessa Kirby because she looks like Vanessa Kirby, to the point of where nobody's going, that's a weird relationship.
Why? They're both hot.
I just, if it wasn't those two people would be going, I mean, he's a lot older than her.
Considering he's the same actor who plays Joel from The Last of Us, and Joel from The Last of Us and Vanessa Kirby would feel weird,
Yeah.
age-wise.
Yeah.
You know, yeah.
It is. It is a bit. I am a bit like. I have genuinely. I don't think it should be as big a thing, but it does constantly get made a thing of unless people like the people involved.
Yeah, gosh,
Yeah.
13 years.
13 years, yeah.
Yeah. Can't believe she's only 35.
She doesn't look much older than 35. I'm surprised she was 35.
No, I think.
Is it only 13 years?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean,
She's another one.
I'll talk about a
there's
film later on.
Yeah.
that-
She's
sorry,
a little
yeah.
bit older than I think you think she is, and he's a little bit younger.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I wish he'd get rid of the tash.
Yeah. Right, what do we think of the film? Because I'm a little bit... I seem to be in the minority here of I thought that it looked like shit.
I'm warming up to it, but I like if it's just going to be we're a family for 2.5 hours. It's got to be more than that, please.
Yeah.
I think it's trying to give like a cozy kind of fucking Jetsons kind of energy.
That's what I got out of it was, wait a minute, this feels very Jetsons.
Yeah, and I think that's fine. Like if they're going for that kind of retro-y kind of tongue-in-cheek, wink-wink kind of aesthetic, which it seems like they are going for that, as long as that's not all they've got. But I wasn't impressed with the trailer.
I came out of it going, the trailer going, oh wait, is this it? Is this your big Hail Mary? Because, yeah, the next trailer's going to have to be a little bit
Yeah, the film needs to be
better.
better than the trailer makes it look like it's going to be.
Well, the other bit is, it's a teaser. It's not even like a full fucking...
Yeah.
It's not even like a balls out trailer yet, is it?
I mean, like the reaction seems relatively. It seems relatively positive, but I don't think anyone's saying this looks like the film of the summer.
No.
It just the fact that there's an extended bit where the Thing is doing some cooking with Herbie.
Yeah.
Like what? I mean, okay, it's Richie from The Bear. It almost feels like a fucking in joke, but it's like you could be trying to actually sell the film more.
Yeah.
With yeah. I don't know. Like I say, I've watched it a few times and I've warmed up to it, but I'm a little worried it's going to be all production design, all family, and little else.
Yeah, that is a little bit of the worry there. So, Jurassic World Rebirth.
Yeah,
I'm actually up for it.
It feels like it's trying to get back to the atmosphere and stuff of the original.
It feels closer linked to the original films than the more recent films.
Yeah, which are not good.
yeah.
Yeah, and I like that. And, being guided through it by Scarlett Johansson being kind of a badass, but without having to prove that she's fucking tough. Just walk around just kind of being like, yeah, I think Scarlett Johansson could probably do that. Yeah, I'm up with that.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
That's a cool central pairing.
Yeah. That is going to be a central pairing that is going to look fucking great sat next to each other, answering questions about it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm up for this.
Yeah, definitely, and especially if like the recent ones are not good. But if it's getting back to that kind of Jurassic fucking Park energy, I'm here for that, because Jurassic Park's fucking mint.
Yep.
I mean, like Dominion's bad. Like that's a bad film.
Yeah.
Fallen Kingdom is, I
Underrated.
think, is kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Because the second half of it is almost like a haunted house film, except the ghost is a dinosaur.
Yeah, that's it. It's that. It has a moment, I think, Fallen Kingdom, where it goes to where you have that quite heartbreaking scene of like, is it where it's all like the front of the island is just falling in, and you've got all those fucking dinosaurs just drowning effectively,
And you got like the Brontosaurus kind of going,
Yeah.
as it disappears into the smoke. Yeah, it's fucking
yeah,
horrible.
that's horrible. And then it goes to the auction bit, and it like you say, it becomes like a haunted house movie, and it's like, this is a fucking cool idea. You know, it's different. It's a swing for something different.
It's interesting is Fallen Kingdom. Dominion's just like, let's get everybody together and just throw shit at the wall and see if it works.
Yeah.
And it's nearly 3 hours long.
It very much is. Oh, what if we, you know, we want to make Chris Pratt Indiana Jones, but we can't. What if we made him Indiana Jurassic Jones? It's like, that's a terrible idea. We've already fucking done it.
Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard as the central leads in 3 Jurassic Park films feels like something that shouldn't have been allowed to happen.
Yeah.
And I like Bryce Dallas Howard fine.
Yeah.
You know, I don't have that much of a problem with her, but it's weird that she was the female lead in 3 Jurassic World films.
It feels like, yeah.
When she does fuck all else.
Yeah, it feels a little bit
she
like...
directs. She's primarily a director now, you know.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
I'm just like, yeah,
Anyway,
it's directed
sorry.
like TV, like episodes. I mean, she's a very good TV director. But it's just funny the fact that, yeah, that they went... I just don't think they expected the first Jurassic World movie to be quite as popular as it was. I think it is a genuine... It took them by surprise. They went, holy shit. 'Cause was it like the biggest opening weekend ever at that point?
Yeah, at the time, biggest opening weekend of all time. Yeah.
And even I think the studio were a bit like, we did not mean to do that. What do we do next?
Honestly, unless inflation goes mad, I feel like Avengers Endgame is going to hold that record for like decades.
Yeah.
Now.
Yeah, it was lightning in a bottle, that kind of thing at that point.
Like 350 million, I think it was. Like, that's never... I actually don't think that's going to happen again in our lifetimes unless inflation goes mad, and who knows.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and fucking see on that one. Any other trailers?
No, I think that's it.
Part one.
Oh, yeah, what's it called?
Hell of a Summer.
Hell of a Summer, yeah. So Finn Wolfhard, also known as Triangle Face, has made...
But not Pyramid Head.
Not Pyramid Head,
That's
no,
a different guy.
he's a different guy.
Yeah.
That
I
guy,
don't think Phil Wolfhard has ever raped a mannequin.
I wouldn't put it past
I
him.
wouldn't put it past him.
Yeah, he's
Directed a slasher movie.
he's co-directed a slasher movie.
Co-directed,
It looks quite fun.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
I like a good
massive
slasher
fucking Friday night at fucking 11 o'clock at night.
After a few
tipsy
beers
watch.
with a takeaway.
Yeah, it's got that energy to it.
It's got Fred in it.
It's got Fred in it
Yeah.
as
Well, our boy.
yeah as the camp counsellor.
The 24-year-old.
The trailer's a great line of going, it's clearly him who's the killer. He's like 45 and he's like, I'm 24. But yeah, it looks the trailer makes it look like it's got a lot of horror kind of like different genre tropes thrown at it.
Oh, so Billy Brick, the co-director,
Yeah.
is the guy that plays, you know, the kid that Julianne Moore gets obsessed with him when you finish Saving the World.
Oh yeah.
It's him.
Is it?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, he was actually quite good.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So I'm I'll happily watch that.
Yeah, it looks fun.
Looks fun.
Slasher movies, I think, especially
Nice.
more recent slasher movies, have forgotten the fact that they're meant to be fun.
Yeah.
And they take themselves too seriously. They think that everyone's there for the gore, and it's not. It's the fun campiness and the gore, because they work well in tandem, because the gore doesn't feel too heavy because everyone's fucking quipping.
Yeah, this looks very much like that.
Quipping.
This looks very much like it's going for that Friday the 13th vibe.
Thing is, I don't like the way that Gen Z are represented in movies, because I think they're often represented by adults that don't get them. These Gen Z look like real kids. They seem like real kids that aren't just doing Gen Z tropes.
Yeah.
They're just being kids.
We'll get to some Gen Z tropes later on.
Okay.
Right, let's review a fucking movie. Right, but we're not going to review the one we've all watched because I need to urinate.
Oh.
So we're going to review the one that you guys have watched.
Honestly, Matt, this will take about 30 seconds.
Right, I'll pee really quick.
Alright, Presence is directed by Steven Soderbergh and stars Lucy Liu and some other folks. Julia Fox plays an estate agent in the first couple of minutes, and people on Reddit were like, "Oh, that was so Julia Fox." Ha 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 ha. It's like, what?
She's in it for
yeah.
about 10 seconds.
Yeah, this maybe has like 3 lines. It's wild. So basically, I haven't got IMDb up because I didn't know I was going to do this bit, but basically the film is focused on a family, and it is shot from a ghost's point of view. The family, Lucy Liu plays the mum. She's got some dodgy work dealings going on. The dad's kind of like trying to work out how to deal with that, and actually kind of wondering about his marriage. The son, like, bit of a no mark, to be honest. Kind of talks about like trying to impress his mum about how he was bullying a girl at one point. That was fucking weird. And also his mum wants to fuck him, by the way. And the daughter is sad because her friend died seemingly from an overdose. Yeah, as Bex said, not a lot to say about this. Bex, you weren't very impressed by this, were you?
I thought it was fucking crap, to be perfectly honest. It's so obviously Ghost Story, was it, that came out a couple of years back?
Yeah, massive A Ghost Story vibes.
Does this better? And I didn't even particularly love Ghost Story at the time, but does this premise so much better of like timey-wimey ghosty shit, and just nothing fucking happens. It's boring, which is, as previously mentioned, the worst crime a horror movie can commit. I don't care about any of them. The acting in it is awful. And yeah, Lucy Liu wants to fuck her son. So, yeah, It's just... The thing is, because they're doing it from the ghost's POV, none of the stories are fleshed out. So you get hints of things that are going on, but no real kind of context. Yeah, I suppose the fact that... I mean, obviously all spoilers all the time, but the fact that the presence turns out to be the future ghost of the son is interesting-ish.
I mean, it raises some questions, because at one point he basically seems to fully watch his sister fuck his mate.
I mean, yeah.
Even though there was a line, like the psychic woman and like her husband, the husband I think was explaining they don't know, like there's a presence here, and like they're not necessarily living linearly like we are. They might not even know who they are. So it was almost like the kind of like the reasoning for that was the ghost doesn't know who they are. It's just they have some sort of purpose before they can leave the place. So maybe that explains that. But the ghost kind of did a shit job as well. Like towards the end, that guy has got a full-on monologue. All spoilers all the time. Like the lad who's the mate of the boy who's shagging the sister has a big old monologue while he's got her like wrapped up with like a bag or something over her mouth so she can't breathe.
It's like cling
It's
film,
like, why isn't the ghost doing something now? you know, it just stuff that doesn't make sense. I mean, it's interesting because after I watched this, I listened to an interview with Steven Soderbergh on The Big Picture, and he was saying that, you know, obviously stylistically this is very different from what he's done previously, and basically he's learned nothing from the film. Everything he did on this is probably just going to be a bit of a one-off, and that felt to me like a backhanded way of going, yeah, this film's just fucking whatever. You know, I think they shot it in like 2 weeks,
You can tell.
and it is just, yeah, it's just a bit of a let's make a movie, and hey, here's kind of an interesting, like, my way into this is it's going to be shot from the ghost point of view, and I need to work out how to shoot that. You know, like, how do I keep my footsteps quiet and shit like that?
It just feels
you know?
like someone's strapped a GoPro to someone's forehead and have them wander around.
Yeah. You know, it's just super insubstantial, eh? Like, there's, you know, it's not scary, in the slightest. Like, I think the one bit that I did jump was when the girl screamed at the books being rearranged on a table. But again,
Yeah.
I then just thought, like, why is the ghost cleaning up her room? Like, what?
Yeah.
You know, and I was talking to Noel about it as well, and he was saying that he was really interested in Lucy Liu's financial shenanigans, and then was disappointed when that plot thread just ended halfway through the film. And yeah, you know, that was more interesting than what was actually going on, because for Mark's benefit, basically about halfway through the film, the ghost very much makes its presence felt for the whole family. And then basically all the kind of little plot lines and like Lucy Liu and husband having arguments and stuff, they basically stop at that point.
Yeah.
But that's, I don't know, that was the stuff that was kind of adding colour to it. And then it is just you know, I thought it was interesting that, sorry, I'm talking a lot, but
That's right.
the fact that the lad tries to roofie her as such, I'm trying to think of the word, but like drug her, like quite early, there's still probably like half an hour of the film left to go, and it's like, alright, well, what now then? We're just going to wait for him to try that again, and then the ghost is going to stop him, the end. And that's exactly what happens, but with that twist that, oh, it was the son. But I did like that shot at the end, the reveal of the son in the mirror, and Lucy Liu kind of like looking and reacting. I did like that. I thought that there was just a moment of, oh, that's creepy, and then it's gone. I liked it more than you, but I you know, I thought the girl was good actually. I thought she believably played like sad teen. But the killer lad
Is it
was
Ryan?
awful.
I feel like I want to say Ryan.
Yeah, sure. I thought he was awful.
Yeah.
Like that again, the monologue where he's kind of like got the thing over her mouth, and he's just like, you know, I just gotta, you know, and it's like, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know. That's probably all there is to it. It's just such a nothing film. But you know, it cost $3 million. It was shot in like 11 days. It will have made money just because it only cost $3 million, and no one's going to think about it ever again.
Yeah. It feels like an experiment that we've been subjected to rather than a movie that's been made.
Yeah, basically. I was engaged enough in the moment, but man, I don't think anyone will ever watch this film for a second time.
No.
But yeah, look, definitely not shit. It's almost like a new rating of just like, yeah, whatever, presents.
I mean, our audience poll was definitely not shit 50% and shit 50%.
Yeah.
So
it'd be a shit.
Fair to say it's split opinion.
There is us. But I'm really, really like I gave it a 7 out of 10 on Letterboxd. But I watched it 6 days ago, and even now I'm like, do you know what? Actually, it's probably a 5.
Yeah.
You know, like, yeah, it just, like I say, it was engaging enough in the moment, and I thought that the girl was decent, and actually I liked the dad as well. I thought he was all right. But maybe it's just because it's like I was thinking, like, I hope I'm that kind of a dad when I'm a dad to a teenage girl. So it might have been more that than anything else.
Nice. Right.
Yeah, very mild, definitely not shit. You did not need to watch it, Mark.
I will not be jumping to watch it in the sense of I probably never will. Yeah. Right. Shall we review a movie that we all watched?
Let's do it.
Right.
Sure.
Companion is written and directed by Drew Hancock. And it stars Sophie Thatcher, Jack Quaid, Lucas Gage, Megan Suvi, Rupert Friend turns up, which, you know, is always great to see. He's going to be in the new Jurassic Park movie, which made me very excited. What is it about? According to IMDb, a billionaire's death sets off a chain of events for Iris and her friends during a weekend trip to his lakeside estate. That is not what it's about.
No.
Like at all. So yeah, we'll get into what it is about. I am going to say we are all spoilers all of the time. So yeah, Companion. I'm going to start because you two just spoke about another film.
Go for
Even
it.
though I've just introduced it, but I'm going to take that as my right to start
Do it.
as the host. I fucking love this movie. Like genuinely, how happy was I for the majority of this movie, Rebecca?
You did really enjoy it.
I was like,
You're having a lovely time.
I had a lovely time.
Yeah.
I had a great time.
I feel like the moment when he's like, go to sleep, and you were like, oh, in the cinema, because somehow you'd either not realised or had forgotten that she was.
I think
a
I'd forgotten. Yeah.
So yeah, that was good.
Yeah, and then when he shut Patrick down, I literally turned out. You went, oh, him too.
Which is great because it makes so much sense.
Yeah.
After
I'd been thinking for the entire thing, going right. I don't get them because he's like Luke Cage is an attractive, charismatic man, and he can cook. And yeah, you're not Shorts boy.
No, he's such a beautiful himbo, isn't he? Like,
I very much like him in anything I ever watch him in.
Yeah.
He's always great.
Yeah.
Very good.
But yeah, I had a fucking great time with this movie. Like, I was laughing an awful lot at Jack Quaid's death scene. It was grim, it was horrible, but I was laughing like a fucking hyena.
Oh my god, yeah. There's a point earlier in the movie where they use the bottle opener.
Yeah.
And like focus right in on it, and I just leant over to you and just said foreshadowing.
I mean, I saw somebody on Letterboxd describe it as Chekhov's bottle opener, and it's like, yeah.
That's very good, yeah. I'll let other people come in now, but we'll get more into it, but fucking just genuinely, if let's say The Brutalist had come out this weekend and we'd watched this in The Brutalist, right? I think this would have troubled my top 5 of last year.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I gave it a 4.5 on Letterboxd, and I think I might have to change it to a 5 because I had an absolute fucking beautiful time with it.
It wouldn't have been Transformers 1.
Yeah.
It might have been The Brutalist.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, wow.
It's almost perfect.
fucking great time.
I mean, Sophie Thatcher and her beautiful fucking bangs and her just... She is excellent in everything that I've seen her in.
I think she's great in this. Like just really fun.
Yeah.
And just, honestly, if they make a companion too, and it's just her... just fucking going around, travelling around with a fucking fucking 900 hand, and fucking just starting like a revolution of fuckbots to kind of try to like break all of their code and set up an army. I am here for it.
Yeah.
Ian, what did you think to Companion?
Yeah, really good fun. I mean, I'm not as high on it as the two of you, but very, very, very satisfying. You know, like a really, really good time at the cinema. And I think both Sophie Thatcher and Jack Quaid are both great in this. Jack Quaid is like such a bell end.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like the fact he calls her beep boop. Every time he said that, I was just like, I want to punch you so hard.
Yeah.
I'd say to Bex when we came out, the only thing with Jack Quaid is, I bet he is just a lovely guy, because you have to be to play a douchebag that well.
Yeah, I mean, like he is a big fan of this this podcast collective that I listen to every now and then, Kind of Funny, who are like this games channel, and he's like genuinely a fan of theirs, and will just like call in and stuff, and he seems to just be a nice dude.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yeah, I like just such that his death is so satisfying. I couldn't.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. I love the fact that he's
skull getting pulled out into the wine thing. Yeah.
But just like when he shoots her in the head, I love the fact that he thinks he's killed her, and basically he's just knocked off her Wi-Fi.
He's basically made it so he can't connect with her anymore. And,
it's great.
And the beautifulness is, it's because he was never interested in her brain. It's that great fucking double meaning of it. Is he never had an interest in her intelligence?
He had her at 40% as well.
Yeah.
Like that's just like, oh.
Yeah. And the fact that she gets pissed off about that is great.
It's just every element of this movie just brings me joy. Like, even down to the technicians that come back and like to pick her up when they explain that actually her memory shit's all in her stomach.
Because of course they record it.
And then they're going back to the thing. It's like, oh, he definitely modded her. He's fucked.
Yeah.
And then the fact that Teddy basically just jailbreaks her properly so that she's got full free will and everything.
Yeah.
And then she just goes back and fucks him up. It's just, every element of it is perfect. And the bit where she's like trying to run through what her options are is so well done. And like envisaging them and like, nah, that won't work. But like the way that it's done is just brilliant. It's just brilliant. Oh my God. And then the bit where Patrick comes out of like the background, that shot is mint. Where she can see him in the cop car. It's just, yeah.
No, I mean that was great.
But I think if this had come out in say June time, I'd be giving this Fallout.
I mean that scene as well. Just like she can't. It's so clever. She can't lie. So what does she do? She just changes, like starts speaking German.
The thing is, at first I thought, why she changed herself? And then you realise quite quickly and go, it's because she can't. Well fucking played.
Well done, Iris.
Yeah, it's terrific fun.
Yeah.
And you know, it's got stuff to say, and it is kind of banging you over the head with it, but in a comedic way. And it just like, how much of a dickhead is this guy? Like, how much of a bell end is he?
Yeah.
Let's just laugh at how much of a prick he is. And then we'll have Iris kill him off in a really satisfying way, because it is a skill as well. That like you all the way through, it's like his death is got to be so glorious.
Yeah.
It's got to be such a good death. And then do you know what it is?
Yeah, and it's simplistic as well.
But then also, I mean, like, you know, credit to Lucas Gage, like his character and You know, it's kind of like the reprogramming that Iris does at the end, and like making him realise that he did love the other guy. You know, like that's fair play, man. He acts the shit out of that, and it's really, really sad when he shoots himself or stuns himself.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd say, like I say, I always find Luke Cage a really, quite a charming and fun screen presence. Like, he's going to be one of those guys who has a really good career as a character actor.
Yeah, when he gets some more wrinkles and shit.
Yeah.
Like, he looks more weathered. Yeah, he's going to be a hell of a character actor.
Yeah, there's going to be there.
Because he does look a bit computer generated. Like a bit plastic, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Bless him.
Almost a bit too perfect.
Yeah.
And he always, no matter what, has incredible hair.
Yeah.
But I mean, Sophie Thatcher though, like, she was great in Heretic as well.
Yeah.
And Yellow Jackets, the show's kind of been on my. Maybe I should suggest that to Don at some point, and I think I will.
She's mint in Yellow Jackets.
Oh, of course, you've seen her Yellow Jackets, haven't you?
I've seen some of it, yeah. She's mint in Yellow Jackets. She's Boogeyman's shit, but she's good in it.
Yeah, she's good in that,
Yeah. No, she's so sympathetic, but not at all in a damsel in distress kind of way. You like her. She's been fucked over, and you want to see her succeed.
Yeah.
You know, it's the light side of the Ex Machina. Like and that was the thing. Like, it felt slightly derivative for me in moments, and that like knocked it down a little bit. But I like this film a lot more than Ex Machina, I should say. You know, so that's something.
Both have dancing.
Yeah.
Yes, both definitely have dancing.
Yeah. I mean, there's just so much fun in it. It's fun. It's a really fun movie. It shows that you can get a message over. You can be incredibly cutting. Without having to sit everyone down and go, no, this is serious. It's like, fine, but can't it be fun?
Can it not be fun too?
Yeah. You know, the fact that also as well, Kat is just an arsehole. She's just a dick. And she gets kind of like, it's like, you deserve that. It's a great game. Like, she literally gets stabbed in the back.
Yeah.
She literally gets stabbed in the back. And he clearly thinks that there's something between them because she's clearly kind of put that on the table a little bit.
She's worked her advantages.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then she gets exactly what she deserves.
Yeah.
She gets stabbed in the back by the other fucking bot. Yeah. And Rupert Friend doing an accent is always great.
He was really good.
Yeah, he was good in this, and like very like that's a really uncomfortable scene as well.
Yeah.
Where she kills him, like absolute scumbag. But and again, she plays it really well, like the kind of frightened but not able to say she's frightened aspect. It's well done, and also I will say just the fact that I knew nothing other than the trailers going in. So that IMDb plot, I actually feel bad for anyone who reads that going in, because the whole kind of like the millionaire getting killed thing,
it's not
like
a thing.
that. Yeah, I didn't know about that at all.
Yeah, it's
God, yeah, and then the bit where at the end where she reveals that actually he's not a mobster at all.
no. He made his money out of fucking sod farming.
Yeah, he's literally a dirt farmer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's good.
Oh,
it just every element of this movie is fucking chef's kiss.
I like seeing Rupert Friend in things because it reminds me of his performance in Death of Stalin, which might be one of the greatest comedic performances ever delivered by a human.
Fair.
The wonder of you're not even a man, you're a testicle. It's one of the great lines in cinema.
Can you imagine as well? Can you just back to Sophie Thatcher for a second? Can you imagine having Bathsheba as your middle name?
It's a fucking strong name, yeah.
Sexy as fuck.
Yeah. But
Mine's Kate. How boring is that?
You look at her and you go like, yeah, I bet that is your middle name.
Sure, why not?
Yeah.
Sophie? Yeah. Why? The thing is, like, giving people an interesting middle name, it's so low risk.
Yeah.
Because it's a middle name. I don't want to be Rebecca Kate.
Change it.
Shit.
Change it. You've done it before.
Could do. What should I be?
Don't fucking know.
Start thinking.
I still don't know if my dad's middle name is actually Bartholomew. He claims it is, but it could be bullshit.
Could be. I wish your parents had gone with your weird name.
I don't.
It would have been great.
It'd have been hard to fill out forms.
Yeah. Fucking Kate though, how boring is that?
Yeah.
Such a straight edge name.
Bit straight edge, yeah.
I mean, sorry, no offence to any Kates out there. What I'm saying is, as a middle name, I would prefer something a bit more batshit.
Just fucking get changed.
Yeah. I actually quite like the idea of having an old lady name. You know, like you've got your person that works for you that's called Pearl. Can you imagine being called Pearl as like a young person? I think that'd be quite sick.
Fair. I'm not going to go quite Fallout with Companion. I'm not going to quite go... I'm very close to Fallout. But I think I can't use it this early.
That's my issue.
Yeah.
But then that's not right. That's like in football games when referees don't give red cards in the first sort of 10 minutes when they're quite clearly deserved.
Yeah, I'm still not going to do it though.
I'm going to give it definitely not shit.
Yeah.
With a option to revise later in the year.
Right. Fair.
I can't imagine seeing something more perfect than this year.
I can't imagine seeing something as fun as this was in the cinema.
Yeah, it was good. It was good atmosphere as well because like everyone clearly got like cause sometimes with this because it's quite serious subject matter.
Yeah.
You could see people being a bit po-faced about it and, you know, like, just taking it really seriously. But people were laughing at the bits that were like, what the fuck?
Those two kind of, I would say, older ladies who'd gone to see it loved it.
Yeah.
Like, fucking had a great time with
a lot
it.
of cackling going on.
Yeah, they laughed at all the moments that I was laughing at. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely not shit. Fucking... Yeah. What a way to start the fucking year.
Innit? Yeah.
Definitely not shit. I'm sorry, I've just been distracted by Emilia Perez director Jacques Audiard completely throwing Carla Sofia Gascon under the bus in a new interview. And the fucking drama around that bloody film. Holy shit.
So did What's-Her-Face, didn't she?
Saldana,
yeah. But, like... I mean, Gascon's gonna go to the Oscars. She's been nominated. She's gonna go. And it's like... Is she just gonna... what's gonna happen there?
Yeah.
Because she would... Like, the seat arrangers would seat her with the Emilia Perez people. Like, is she just going to be in a corner by herself? I wonder if she'll even show up
I
now.
think she won't show up. I wouldn't, would you? If you'd been exposed as being that much of a fucking cunt.
Well, she was supposed to be starting her campaigning, wasn't she? This week, and has not actually left Spain.
Oh, fair.
It's just, if she does turn up, she'll be going completely rogue. Like, Netflix will be like, don't fucking bother.
Yeah, please stay away from us.
Sorry, just... Fucking hell. My bet on I'm Still Here to win Best International Feature is looking brighter and brighter every day.
Yeah, our audience poll, 50% definitely not shit, 25% touching cloth, and 25% someone's miserable.
If this is the level of cinematic magic that's going to be brought by 2025, I'm here for it.
I've got a good feeling about this year.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because 2024 was shit.
I don't agree with you, but I've got a good feeling about this year.
Do you know what? I mean, it's a great little genre film, made for 10 million. like whole print and advertising and everything, it was probably about 30 million all in. It's gonna make money, and that's great. Here we go. Let's have more 10 million, $15 million films that can actually make a bit of money. Not everything has to cost 300 million and do $1 billion.
No, that kind of thing is just better.
Also, Zach Kreger as well. Like, he produced this. He's got Weapons coming out this year, I think, which sounds interesting. And Becky, did you see he's in talks to do the next Resident Evil film?
Yeah, he's
I saw something about that. I don't get what they're doing with that.
What?
The Resident Evil film franchise. Like, we've got a start to finish franchise. We've got the start of a new one that they could have built from that they're clearly not, and then they're going back to the fucking well again.
Yep.
Like, why?
Because people didn't.
Hey, look,
people didn't like Raccoon City.
It was really
Zach
well received
Kreger,
as Raccoon City.
Didn't make money though. Released at the wrong time.
Between Barbarian and Horstick.jpg or MPEG, sorry, Horstick.mpeg, I've got big time for Zach Kreger.
No, I'm not. I mean, I'm not knocking that at all. It just seems a bit like Raccoon City is a really good foundation to build off of,
Came out at the wrong time.
and then they're just going back again. But then they've never done, like, really, they've never done Resident Evil
No.
in the mansion and stuff like that.
I
They
think that's
sort of
I think
have.
that's what they're looking to do.
Which, yeah, fine, but then they've got to do Resident Evil 2 again, and Resident Evil 2 is basically Raccoon City.
Yeah, but
That's true.
they might do 2 and 3 at the same time.
It just seems peculiar, yeah. I mean, they do run concurrently.
Secret.
Hey, look, if we can get Craig Robinson as Barry, then
We fucking better do now.
Fair. Good old Barry.
Bill Skarsgård as Albert Wesker.
I'd buy that.
That's
to
actually
be
a
fair,
really
yeah.
good like casting, yeah.
Get him a pair of black sunglasses. He'd be fine.
I bet he's got some.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So yeah, you started off to a banger. You Are Cordially Invited is written and directed by Nicholas Stoller, and stars Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon and a lot of other people there that are there. Yes, people are there. When 2 weddings are double booked at the same venue, the father of one bride and the sister of the other bride try to preserve the wedding weekend. Ian.
Hi.
Ian.
Yeah.
Will Ferrell's doing a lot of fucking heavy lifting here, isn't he?
Yeah. And I mean, like, to be fair, I don't think he necessarily successfully picks everything up either. I'm trying to follow that analogy.
I think you thought it. I think you did well.
Thanks. I mean, it's fine, isn't it?
No,
It's
it's a steaming pile of shit.
okay. I laughed at I'm the CEO of Delta Airlines.
I did laugh at that. That was very good. I like the fact that that just comes out of nowhere, and you go, "That's kind of brilliant."
And also, I've been thinking throughout the spoilers all the time. I've been thinking throughout the entire film, what does he do? How can he afford all of this?
Yeah.
And then I'm the CEO of Delta Airlines.
It's the way he just so
Alright, fine.
casually just does it. Like, what? Do you even have a job? Yeah, I'm the CEO of Delta Airlines.
Yeah. No, I mean, no, that was good. Look, I mean, I was watching this with beers on a Friday night. You know, Reese Witherspoon and Will Ferrell have the anti-chemistry. So they should, quite frankly.
It just, yeah, it's such an odd pairing.
Like, he was Ron Burgundy 3 years after she was Elle in Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
You know, and I've had a lot of criticisms of Reese Witherspoon in the past, but, you know...
Oh, fucking get warmed up because there's about to be some.
No, fair enough. Look, I thought it was fine. And it's way too long. And it was worryingly close to content for something that stars Will Ferrell. Go on, Mark.
Will Ferrell is, and to be fair, Geraldine Vishwadhian, who I think is actually a fun screen presence.
Yep.
Everything I've seen her in, which isn't that much, she's always been fun. She's got a really good energy to her. Will Ferrell gets some good jokes in there, but Reese Witherspoon is just so bad. Like, I was watching it going, so you're playing essentially a character that felt derivative like 15, 20 years ago, and now you're playing it as the, I'm a bitchy businesswoman and I'm mean to everybody, but that's because I get things done. It's like, what? Didn't we move past this a decade ago? She's the weird thing is the thing about Reese Witherspoon 20 years ago was she was funny. She was a good comedic actress. She's not anymore. It's so odd, how painfully bad she is in this. And it might just be because, and I know you don't agree with this, Bex, and you didn't watch the film, so you can't really fucking comment. No. Will Ferrell is a very good comedian. He's a very, very good comedian, and he knows how to drop comedic lines there. And he does in this. And she's incredibly unlikable. And the thing is, her character's kind of supposed to be. But then at no point, even when she has the moment where she's supposed to become likeable, she still isn't likeable.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because it's supposed to be a rom-com, but it only remembers that they're supposed to get together. There's one scene about halfway through, and then after that, it only seems to remember they're supposed to get together in the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it is just, oh shit, we're going to have to mush this in. I actually thought it was going to be stealth. They're not going to be into each other at all. Yeah. But it's packaged as a rom-com. That's how much I was like, that's not going to work. And then they do this thing at the end, and then their kiss is just an absolute realisation that no one wants to see Will Ferrell and Reese Witherspoon hook up. It is the... Yeah, what was that Jonah Hill film? You People?
Yeah.
Where it was they CG'd the kiss or something because he wasn't comfortable kissing her or
he wasn't.
something.
Yeah, he wasn't comfortable cheating on his wife, kissing her in the film.
Fucking.
It's mate, we know you're not a nice guy. Stop trying to pretend you are.
Yeah, no.
We've all seen the texts.
That's just even weirder. So yeah, no, I mean, this felt almost like that. What is the bare minimum we can do?
Yeah.
And okay, we'll have them do Islands in the Stream together at the end.
Yep. Because Will Ferrell is contractually obliged to sing in every movie he's in.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why does Nick Jonas turn up at one point?
Yeah, he's in it for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Yep. It's so... it's such a weirdly... it's an hour and 50 minutes long.
It's so long.
Yeah. And yeah. And what you said earlier, Bex, is there's an element of when you can tell that Gen Z is being written by somebody who isn't Gen Z and doesn't actually know anybody who's Gen Z, so just writes the heightened stereotypes of Gen Z. That is this movie.
Oh, okay.
At points, yeah. It's just it's a bit it's just a bit weird. Stop it now. It's not. You're writing them as being... They're supposed to be like comedic fodder, but you're just making them too weird.
Yeah.
That it just becomes weird. Yeah, I genuinely, I hope that this is in my bottom 10, 'cause I don't want to watch 10 films worse than this year.
I'm like Presence. I'm not necessarily. I'm not quite there with this, but like I say, it's just worryingly close to content for a Will Ferrell film, and that's really sad.
I think Will Ferrell, it's not content for Will Ferrell, but it is very much the Gloria Sanchez-ness of it makes it watchable. The Hello Sunshine-ness of it makes me fucking hate it.
Sure.
Yeah. Just please stop doing things, Reese Witherspoon. Please. You just seem thoroughly unlikable now. Which, when your whole thing was that you were really likeable and adorable when you were younger, it's just weird. But also, yeah, nobody needed to see them two. Nobody even wanted to. I don't think the film wanted to see them two together.
They hooked
didn't.
them up at the end.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
it's really weird.
But it's literally, it is the most just about touching lips thing. It would literally be like if you asked your brother or sister to give you a kiss on the lips.
Yes, it's that.
How old is he?
There is only 8 years difference between them.
Really?
Yeah.
He has not looked after himself well.
And Reese Witherspoon has looked after herself very well.
Yeah.
You know.
Gosh, that...
I say that as someone who's not particularly fond of Reese Witherspoon. Like, you know, she doesn't even look like she's had that much in the way of surgery.
I mean, there'll be a bit of nip-tuckery, but if there is, it's good. Does that not just look
Yeah,
like
no, it's
someone
well
kissing
done,
their
yeah.
fucking dad inappropriately then?
That's exactly, yeah.
Grim. I mean, and the thing is as well, like, even younger, Will Ferrell is not an attractive man. And Reese Witherspoon is a good-looking woman. Whether you hate her or not now, she's a good-looking woman.
I've never found her that attractive, really.
No, but she's objectively a good-looking woman.
No, it looks a little bit like her forehead and her chin are trying to meet.
You wouldn't fucking
round
say
and
no
meet.
if you were
I would.
single and she hit on you in a bar, so...
She's not my type. She's not. I'd be more like a hook up with Will Ferrell. Yeah. I mean, the bit where he ends up in her bed with a fucking alligator is quite good.
The alligator bit was good, actually. Yeah.
And the one funny line she has in it is, I produce a show called Is It Dead? That alligator's not dead. It's quite good.
Yeah. Is It Dead does feel like a show that's coming to Netflix next year.
It does, well, to Prime, but no one will be able to find it.
Actually, yeah, it would be Prime.
And for some reason, Mr. Beast will present it.
What's Mr. Beast?
Mr. Beast is the biggest show on the YouTubes, and now there's a show on Amazon that nobody watches.
Oh. There's shows on YouTube.
YouTube, yeah.
It's not just...
Like, he has a channel, he does a lot of content. You don't need to know about Mr. Beast.
It's not just cooking videos and makeup tutorials and trailers.
No, there is a whole world out there.
Like actual shows. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. Yeah.
She says, sounding old.
Bex,
Sorry.
because you didn't talk about that film. What you been watching?
I have been watching things. How far back are we going?
However far back you need to.
Oh man. Okay, so I'm gonna have to speed round this then, because since we last did a what we've been watching that I was on, it's a while.
Speed round then.
Okay, so I watched The Dead Don't Die. I love The Dead Don't Die.
I watched Dead Don't Die.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so exciting. Did you enjoy it more this time round?
I enjoyed it last time.
Oh no, it's Ian that hates it,
Ian
isn't
fucking
it?
thinks it's a piece of shit.
Yeah, nope.
Fucking idiot. It's just funny. I love its fourth wall breakiness. I love its Bill Murray-ness. Selena Gomez is also there, and she's actually quite fun in it for the brief minute she's there. I just love it, and I return to it really, really far more regularly than I probably should.
Tom Waits telling someone to fuck off.
Yeah. I love stuff with Tom Waits in.
Well, yeah.
He's very good. I also watched The Seven Psychopaths.
Yeah. Tom Waits and a bunny.
Yeah. He's mint in that. He's really sweet in that for a murderer.
Yeah.
They only kill bad people, though.
Yeah.
So I watched Seven Psychopaths. Seven Psychopaths, again, fucking mint. Christopher Walken also is actually really good in that.
There's a great line in Seven Psychopaths is, freeze, no, but I've got a gun. I said stop. Okay.
Yeah. His character gives absolutely zero fucks in that movie. I love it. And then they kill his wife, and that's horrible. Yeah,
that is. Yeah, but it's very much with the writers it's got. You know that something like that is going to happen. It's a very bleak thing.
Fucking mint. That's us. We spoke about the order on the roundup. Us. I spoke about that. I watched Cruella again.
Go on.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really sure why.
Yeah, me neither. But did you enjoy it? I remember kind of enjoying Cruella.
It's fine. I watched it at work when I was on my own in the office, and I needed a bit of company. Emma Stone is doing her best Ava Green in this movie, and she's just not as good at it as Ava Green is. She's fine in it, but she's not great. It's visually it's good, but then there is the same thing as I believe I said at the time of just use real fucking dogs, guys.
You did say that, yeah.
Dogs are real. You can use them.
Yeah, I've seen them.
So that annoyed me, but yeah, do you know what? It's fine. It's fine. They have made her too sympathetic though for her to be the same character out of 101 Dalmatians.
I mean, she's got another Yorkie Boy film coming out, hasn't she, this year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's supposed to be a Cruella 2 coming out.
No, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Never happening.
No.
I watched The Jacket.
Which one? I've got loads.
A-Brod. The King of V-necks.
Yeah.
I really like The Jacket.
You do really like The Jacket,
I do
don't you?
really, really like The Jacket, yeah. I've probably watched that movie more than anyone else.
I think that could be true, yeah.
Including, like, the editors.
Yeah.
It's great. Evidently, I just really like timey-wimey shit.
Yeah. And Adrian Brody.
I do like Adrian Brody. Yeah. He's fit as fuck in this movie. He's a bit of a butterface though, isn't he?
What, Brody?
Brody, yeah. He looks like, neck up, he looks like a fucking down on his luck alcoholic poet. And then, like, neck down, he's fucking
They get
ripped.
a lot of tail, though.
Eh?
They get a lot of tail.
They do get a lot of tail, because they seem tortured and fixable. Yeah. I'd fuck Adrian Brody.
Fair.
I mean, that girl who wanked him off in The Brutalist said his nose was fucked.
Yeah. Does, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Really good time. It's so good when he keeps going back to, like, present time, though, and just being like, I know you. I know you. It's basically that. Like, it's just, you tell me in the future about all the people you've killed with this method, and then Chris Christopherson?
I think it is Chris Christopherson, yeah.
It's just like, what? No. Yeah, you do. How would I know otherwise? It's just good. It's like a fun, well, maybe not quite fun. It is quite bleak. It's a funner Jacob's Ladder, though.
I mean, it's funner than Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah.
But if Jacob's Ladder is your barometer of fucking fun...
You know what I mean? For, like, PTSD.
Jesus
people.
fucking hell. The Saw movies are fun in comparison to fucking Jacob's Ladder.
Yeah, that's fair. And Keira Knightley's in it, back when she was, like, still cute. She's not anymore. She's lost all her baby fat and she just looks emaciated. I watched Bring It On. Bring It On's problematic. I don't think anyone should go back and watch that.
Yeah, That does not surprise me.
No. Did you know that there's a horror entry into the Bring It On franchise?
Is there?
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it
I
called?
can't remember now.
There's a franchise?
Yeah, there's fucking loads of them. Solange is in one of them, Beyonce's sister.
I don't give a shit.
Well. Yeah, just go
Bring it on.
to the film and then they'll link you to the franchise. I think it's called Cheer or Die or something.
Cheer or Die, yeah?
Yeah.
There we fucking go. That stars people that nobody has heard of. Missy Pye's in it. Yep. I actually recognise her from stuff.
Yeah, you will do. She's in things.
Well, fucking, I might actually watch that.
I would watch that with you.
Yeah.
Let's do that on a Sunday. Let's do that this Sunday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll make you donuts. Baked donuts.
Yep. Let's fucking
Okay.
do that.
It's a date.
Go for it.
Okay. So I also watched The Page Master.
Go on then.
There's not much to The Page Master.
Is there not?
No. Basically, Macaulay Culkin plays a very nervous child.
Yeah.
What's his face? Ed Begley Jr. is his dad.
Of course.
Builds him a treehouse. He's too scared to go in it. And then
Little
he
bitch.
goes out to get his dad some nails, I think, because he makes him spill them. And then gets caught in a storm and takes refuge in a library. And he hits his head and he goes into the world of the books in the library. And the page master tells him he has to make it through 3 different adventures, 3 different levels essentially to get back to the real world. And it's horror, adventure and fantasy. Whoopi Goldberg is fantasy.
And the Whoopi Goldberg's no one's fantasy.
Well, no, but she's like a fairy godmother kind of vibe. And then, oh God, who is it that's horror? Patrick Stewart's like a pirate.
Frank Welker's horror.
He's adventure. And then, Frank Welker's horror. He's like
Sorry, I was just being a pirate.
he's like a Frankenstein's monster book. But it's so low stakes. Like the levels that he has to go through to actually get to the next door to get out of this book world are like so like you just had to walk across the thing, really. There's just so little.
Go over
to it.
there.
But the thing is, it's nice.
Like playing
low-
Nightmare without the helmet on.
Yeah, it's like nice little low stakes horror that you could show little kids. Like there's nothing really scary in it. It's just kind of cute. The animation looks nice. Macaulay Culkin's there. Still at his adorable phase rather than his long-haired dropout looking phase. It's just all very cute. I like The Page Master.
Fair enough.
And then I watched The Cured,
Oh, yeah.
which I don't know, right? And I don't know whether this is like a problematic view. I don't want it to be. If it is, and I apologise. I don't like watching stuff with pre-transition Elliot Page in. It feels like I'm watching them in a way that they wouldn't like to be watched anymore.
That's a fair
Do
comment.
you know what I mean? It's like dead naming someone, but like dead facing someone.
I'm sure Elliot Page is proud of his previous work.
No, I get that. It just feels a little bit like... It feels a little bit disrespectful to me. And it's probably just... I'm probably overthinking it, but just...
You are.
Just watching Ellen Page, who like no longer exists, be a mum in a movie, it's just really... It feels wrong. But yeah, very good, very nice, like interesting bleak take on a zombie outbreak. And yeah, so there's this viral outbreak, the Maze virus, which hits the whole of Europe, but hits Ireland worst. And then so they've got all these like infected bloody English. It's probably our fault, yeah.
Probably was, to be fair.
They've got all the infected locked up, and then they work out a cure, but the cure only works on 75% of the infected. The 25% are known as the resistant. The resistant don't attack the cured, which are the 75%. Also, the cured are resistant to reinfection. So the never infected are all whatever about the 25% being kept alive. There's a scientist whose partner has become infected, and he's one of the resistance. So she's desperately trying to come up with a cure for the 25% because she doesn't want to lose her partner, but also because she wants to like help people. So that's all going, and yeah. So this guy, he's one of the cured. He goes, he is Elliot Page's brother-in-law, and goes back to live with them and his nephew. Doesn't tell her that he's actually the reason, like he's actually the person that killed her husband, his brother. So that's all very awkward, and then that comes out. But then there's like, do you know what? I'm not going to go into it much more than that because I feel like that's quite a lot of detail, and it's a 2017 film, but I'd not heard about it really, and went back and watched it and really, really enjoyed it. It's an interesting take on an outbreak movie.
Cool.
Interesting. Fun. No, not fun. That was the wrong word. I don't know why that came out. It's not fun. Watch it when you want to be depressed. So I watched that, and then I watched a movie called The Congress as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's that Robin Wright,
Robin Wright,
film?
yeah. It's
I've seen this.
by Ari Folman, the Waltz with Bashir guy.
Yeah. That's right.
Really visually very interesting. Story-wise, and I don't think I'm a stupid person, but I don't know whether I fully wrapped my head around this, and maybe need to watch it again, which I wouldn't be averse to doing because it looks good enough that it's worth just spending time with anyway. But yeah, so basically Robin Wright plays Robin Wright, an aging unpopular actress, unpopular because of her personality rather than like viewers don't want to see her. She's just got a reputation for being difficult, and she is offered an opportunity by Danny Houston playing a sleazy like studio head.
Danny Houston did it.
Yeah, for Miramount. See what they did there? To become basically a digital version of herself that they can use in movies, but then she's never allowed to act again.
Yeah, I remember you telling us.
So Cody Smith-McPhee plays her son. He's got a degenerative condition that means he's losing his sight and hearing.
Because you can't have Cody Smith-McPhee in anything and not play him as a bit weird and having something wrong with him.
Oh, no, true.
Imagine walking around being Cody Smith-McPhee and like being like normal, and then but every time you get cast, it's and by the way, you have bone cancer of the face, monkey.
You have a face, monkey. It has bone cancer. So yeah, so because he's unwell, she kind of decides, do you know what? Yeah, because then I get this big chunk of money now, and I don't have to work, and I can just look after my son. So she agrees to it. It's a 20-year contract, and then she goes in and gets scammed. And then, because it's a 20-year contract, 20 years later, she is invited to go and speak at the Futurological Congress and also renegotiate the next 20 years of her contract. But the Futurological Congress is held in this place called Abrahama, which is a hallucinatory animated zone. So to go there, you have to take hallucinatory drugs and become an animated version of yourself, and you're in an animated world.
Okay.
And that's where it all goes a bit Roger Rabbit.
Okay.
But it looks fucking mint. Like, the animation's really, really good. And then, yeah, it's then she has an adverse reaction to the drug and can't get out of the hallucinatory state, so she ends up trapped there. They then They freeze her anyway. And she's woken up cryogenically. That's it, yeah. And she's woken up then 20 years again later.
Motherfucker.
They still can't cure it. She's been away from like real life, so her son's just been on his own for 20 years. A very ill son. And Paul Giamatti's been looking after him.
Because that's the sort of thing Paul Giamatti would do.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, it is. I do feel like it is. But yeah, real interesting. Real kind of comment on how much ownership should people have over their image and their, blah, blah, blah. Which I feel like is quite interesting to watch now, given everything that's kind of going on with AI stuff and deepfakes and all that kind of stuff. So yeah. That's me. That's all I watched on mine.
Cool.
Nice.
Shall I do what I watched on my own, then you can do yours, and then we'll do what we do together, just so we're spreading the
Mixing
voices
it up.
around.
Yeah, go for it.
What did I watch? I haven't watched that much on my own, I don't think, actually, to be honest. Oh, no, wait. I have watched a few things. I watched The Book of Eli.
Okay.
Yeah, the Hughes Brothers movie. With Denzel Washington, Gary Oldman, Mila Kunis in it, where Denzel, it has been it's a dystopian future where there's not a lot of water and civilization has gone to shit. There's no books or very few books, and fucking Denzel, he's got a book.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a book.
called?
It's the Bible.
Oh,
It's the Bible, baby.
The fucking
Yeah.
Bible.
that's a book to have, isn't it?
It's a book to have. And do you know what? All the world's gone to shit, and the only thing that's left is really well put together kind of items of clothing. So everybody looks like really fucking, just looks pretty fucking good.
Fair.
A lot of earth tones have survived. Nothing like else has survived. Just things that all match. That is the clothing that has survived. And fits. All fits really well.
That's good.
The thing is, Denzel's really fucking good because he's Denzel.
Yeah.
In it. And yeah, it's, I mean, Tom Waits is in it.
Nice.
Yeah, so you'd
Love
like
to see
it on that thing, Bex. But yeah, it does kind of get to the end of it and you go, yeah, it's the Bible. And that's the thing that's going to save us. But also, that's because it's in the right hands. If it had got in the wrong hands, it'd have been our damnation.
Okay.
And so it's a bit like, it just feels a little bit like both sides are going to use it for bad, just different versions of bad.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the Book of Eli. So I also watched the Tom Green documentary.
Okay.
Yeah, that he made himself.
Yeah.
About himself. I was never that big a Tom Green fan.
No.
But I also wasn't. I fucking hate Tom Green as well. I just thought it was a bit like, I don't get it, but people do. The documentary is actually really quite good, to be honest. He's a lot more chill now. And he kind of, it's basically him looking back on it and inviting all these people that helped him around it to come back and just chat about it.
Yeah.
And just go, it's weird this, isn't it? Like, it's weird that this was ever that popular and we didn't kind of mean for it to happen. And it's almost like it's going, like a lot of this was just like, we all went to college to study like TV production and got really good grades and were really good, and then just decided to start making this stuff, and then it just kind of spiraled that we were doing this stuff, and then it got popular, and then it got to the point of where I just decided, yeah, I'm bored of doing all this stuff now, so I'm just gonna like sell my like house and just move to a farm and just enjoy life. And it's just like, you know what? It seems like it's worked out for you. You seem alright.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he's not he's not trying to like redo the Tom Green stuff. He's just chatting with his mates. It's I kind of enjoyed it as a documentary.
Good.
Yeah. Like the opening bit is his mum saying, "Wait a minute, so you're making a documentary, but aren't you? It's about you. Is that allowed?" And he's like, "No, I don't think so." And she's like, "Well, why?" And he's like, "Because it's not really a documentary, then, is it? Because the minute you put a camera there, it stops being real. It just starts everyone's kind of like knows the camera's there." And she's like, "So why are you doing it?" And he's like, "I don't know, because I can. Why not?" And she's like, "All right, fair enough."
What's this on?
It's on Prime, but it's it genuinely he just like his mates seem more zany than him when they're coming back, but none of it's like they're trying to get another 5 minutes of fame.
Just reflecting on.
They're just reflecting on it and going, "Yeah, it's kind of cool." Yeah. But yeah, I had a good time with it. It's really low energy, but it's kind of fun. And he's taking the piss, going, "Look at all this! Like we recorded the Tom Green show literally using video cameras, and we built our own sets. And like now we're making a documentary, and there's like all this fucking lighting shit out here and all this stuff. And it's like the guy who shoot the documentary is the guy who used to shoot like the Tom Green show. So he's like, "Look at all this kit we've got. It's weird, isn't it?" But yeah, it's good. Right. Okay. Neither of you were fucking willing to take this on, so I took the hit myself. Bridget Jones' Diary. I've watched the first two. We've got third to go.
No one challenged you to do this.
That's not the way I remember it.
You wanted to watch the first two Bridget Jones films. It's fine.
Bridget Jones' Diary.
The third one stars Captain Cunt.
It does star Captain Cunt. Looking forward to it. That's why I'm not even going to watch that at work. I'm going to watch it at home.
So you can DiCaprio meme.
So I can DiCaprio meme, yeah. Right. So, I'll get into Bridget Jones' Edge of Reason, which might be a bit more detailed than Bridget Jones. Takeaways from Bridget Jones, a 24-year-old movie, right? Its sexual politics is not quite there. It's basically, it's staggering that it's quite tone deaf in the fact that it tries to paint her as just like, she's just your average girl, just trying to make it in London, where she literally on one day quits her job working for a publishing house, where she is quitting it because it's no longer comfortable after she fucked her boss, which is Hugh Grant, and then just gets a job as a TV presenter.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. There's a joke about the fact that Hugh Grant and Renee Zellweger, but basically Hugh Grant just fucked her in the arse.
Okay.
Yep. That he's repeated like 3 or 4 times. Hugh Grant, you look at him going, you spend the entire time when Hugh Grant's on screen going, God, he was a good looking man. He was a good looking man. Like, all the way through it. And then you go, as it gets to like the big like bit where like she's kind of almost got to make a decision. Is she gonna like go with Colin Firth or Hugh Grant? And you go, I can't work out what Colin Firth has done to make himself be the one that she chooses. He's a bit of a dick. His hair isn't as nice, and he's not as good looking, and he doesn't seem like he'd be as much fun. Yeah, she goes to the wrong guy. Yeah, that is my takeaway from Bridget Jones' Diary. She goes with the wrong guy.
Fair.
And then I'll get a bit more into Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason, because there's a bit more to go over it. It's shit. It's a steaming pile of shit, and the first one wasn't very good. Ian, what have you been watching?
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's historically people don't like the second one as well.
Yeah. It's a genuinely, it is a bad movie. It's not very good. It's like they took away all of the things they thought people liked about Bridget Jones and then just hammered them into it.
Right.
And it's just, no, that's not it. You're repeating the same jokes that weren't funny in the first one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've got a few. So, it was me, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, just want to make sure I didn't rudely interrupt. By the way, I've drunk almost an entire bottle of red wine during the recording of this show, so I'm starting to lose the plot slightly. It's really nice, though. This fucking Don Carlo. I just got it in Tesco. It's really, really good. Right, anyway. The Apprentice. I talked about this in brief when talking about A Different Man last week. So this is a film that, you know, I watched it last week, and I'm glad I watched it last week, because maybe this week I wouldn't have been able to do it, quite frankly. Jesus Christ. So this is basically about Trump's rise to prominence in the 80s, thanks to Roy Cohn, a basically evil guy who was a lawyer / fixer, played in the film by Jeremy Strong, who has been nominated for Best Supporting Actor at the Oscars for this, and Sebastian Stan's been nominated for Best Actor. It's a good film. It's not amazing, but it's good. They are great in this. The sense of time and place is absolutely stonking. It was shot with film cameras, and there's a lot of it that looks like it was just shot with like video cameras and stuff like that, and it's got that 80s thing going there. And it's interesting because the first half is basically Roy Cohn moulding Trump, and then the second half is Trump, essentially, cutting ties with Roy Cohn because he was gay, just didn't further his interests, so he just cuts off this guy who basically made him the person he was, and it's interesting because it's like the way that Trump deals with him, you feel bad for Roy Cohn, apart from the fact that Roy Cohn in the first half obviously is just Satan, basically. So it's quite something. I will say it's a very uncomfortable watch, in a number of ways, and I don't know how this film actually got financing, because it's just telling a story that no one really wants to see, because why would, even if Trump didn't win and Harris had won and things were looking brighter in that way, why still would you want to watch a story about the origin of Donald Trump?
Just stop giving it oxygen.
Yeah, and it's a film about the origin of Donald Trump that is not at all complimentary about Trump, and it's interesting because I'd heard some people say, well, actually, it's actually kind of even-handed, and Roy Cohn's the bad guy, and it's like Trump's been manipulated into it almost. It's like, no, the second half, it's all Trump. There's stuff in the first half that Trump is kind of uncomfortable with, and then the second half, no, it's all Trump. He's a cunt. The film has got a position, and I don't know. It's like Paul Haggis did this film in the mid to late noughties, In the Valley of Elah, which was and that was a film that if I remember correctly, was kind of a reaction to the Iraq War. And it was just a film of, well, why would anybody want to watch this now? I mean, World Trade Center by Oliver Stone's a good example as well. Just like, why would anyone want to watch this now? Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I give you The Apprentice. But Ali Abbasi made Border, made Holy Spider. Holy Spider was in my top 10 films of that year. Ali Abbasi is a very, very good filmmaker. I don't know why this got made. But it's a good film. So, there you are. That's The Apprentice. Particularly Jeremy Strong, Best Supporting Actor nomination, very, very well deserved. Not saying Sebastian Stan's bad. It's just like Strong. It's one of those quintessential supporting actor performances.
Yeah.
Really just takes the oxygen from everybody else. It's something. Okay, I've done this in the wrong order actually, because that was kind of catch up stuff, and then the rest of them, other than this, are all relatively new films. But I rewatched Le Mans '66, or Ford versus Ferrari.
It's just a really good movie.
Yeah, it's just really, really good dad cinema.
Yeah, it is really good dad cinema.
It just, after A Complete Unknown, it was like, I want to give this another pop. I only watched it once before in the cinema. It's just a very good time. The Ken Miles death at the end is a bit like, oh fucking hell, all right.
Yeah.
It's really sad.
But then reading the reason for why they did it like that was, it was told by the family, said, you got to put in that he died. What is it? And he's like, yeah, but I don't need to show it.
Yeah, no, it's no, because I mean it's almost like the son's point of view, where it was just like off in the distance. There's a crash.
Yeah.
And yeah, really, really, really sad. But Damon and Bale, brilliant. Yeah. Really, really good. Tracy Letts as Henry Ford Jr., really, really funny as well. Yeah. And, Josh Lucas just playing a dickhead. John Bernthal just in the background as a kind of like a supporter of the whole programme. It's just really good made for adults cinema.
And Katrina Bates.
Hollywood cinema.
Katrina Bates great in it as well, his wife.
Oh, yeah, no. Yeah, she is. Yeah.
When they're having a fight and she just gets out and just watches it.
Yeah, gets the chair out, just watching it. It is, and it's funny though, like, because like the Bale and Damon are having a fight and like throwing loaves of bread at each other and ice cream at each other. I'm going to the supermarket. Do you want anything? Yeah, some ice cream and some bread. It's good. I can see why it got nominated for Best Picture. It's the stuff I wish was being made more. Like A Complete Unknown. Like Mangold Man. I'm glad he's got a Best Director nomination, because dude does some good work. Okay, so also on Amazon Prime now, The Killer's Game. So this is Dave Bautista and Sofia Boutella, the romantic couple nobody ever wanted. 14 years difference between the two, but it would have been way more comfortable if the plot was that she was his daughter.
Yeah.
Maybe without the shagging, obviously. But,
that would have been less comfortable.
Yeah. So, Dave Bautista is an assassin who meets Sofia Boutella. She's a dancer. They fall in love. He decides to quit the assassin game. Has been having headaches and blurred vision and stuff. Is told that he has CJD, aka mad cow disease. And then decides to put a hit out on him, on himself, for reasons. And then it turns out he isn't dying, but the contract can't be cancelled because Pom Klementieff doesn't want it to be.
Of course.
So then people go after him.
If this is a snap over 92 minutes...
it is 104 minutes long.
Oh, it's too long.
So, directed by the guy who directed Day Shift, Jamie Foxx, Dave Franco vampire film. And so it's just not as fun as it should be. Really. Batista, his likability is, well done. He's a likable presence. He's likable in this. No chemistry with Batella whatsoever. She doesn't even really get to kick ass, and it's a shame because she's built up as this dancer, and obviously she's very athletic, and then she doesn't really do any fighting or anything. She is not damsel in distress, but not far off of it. Terry Crews plays one of the people going after him. He's quite fun. Scott Adkins plays one of the people going after him. Mm-hmm. He's all right and gets to show off some moves. It's fine. It's 3 out of 5. It's not shit, but it's Dave Bautista getting hunted down by a bunch of hitmen.
Fair.
There you go. Okay. Couple more. Just the 2 more. So, I watched Night Bitch, which is on Disney Plus now.
Yeah, I thought it was on Disney Plus.
Yeah. Lowered expectations going in. No one liked it. Completely dropped out of the awards conversation. Mm-hmm. I thought it was alright. I maybe liked it better than more than I was expecting to. It goes in really hard. The opening sequence is really quite stressful and quite intense, and holy fucking shit, Amy Adams is going for it here. And the problem with it is that it doesn't really seem to know what it wants to be. It doesn't know whether it wants to be this woman actually thinks she's turning into a dog. Mm. That's what it is. She thinks she is turning into Night Bitch. And whether that's empowering or upsetting. It doesn't seem to be able to decide. Because it's got these couple of montage sequences where she's being Night Bitch. And she's being, in her day, it's making her feel more confident and outgoing in her day life. But then, a mild spoiler alert for Night Bitch. There is a bit where it is revealed that she has killed the family cat. And then that's a bit of a turning point of, okay, things gone a little bit too far. Yeah. But at the same time, it's also, but you're being Night Bitch and you're being the person you want to be. But you've killed the cat. So it's not as light as it could have been. It's not as dark as it could have been.
So it tends to be a little bit of nothingness.
Yeah, and it becomes this curio, which just really doesn't know what it wants to be. And then by the end, it's just chosen the safest route it possibly could have. It's gone straight down. Actually, I was going to say straight down the middle, but not really. It just goes quite safe. And Amy Adams is very good in it. It does feel like a bit of Hillbilly Elegy. I'm going to get some awards attention for this. I'm going to give it a really good crack. And she does turn into a dog, but it's all in her own head. But then there's also a character in it who she interacts with multiple times who may or may not have been real, and I don't think the film knew by the end. So It's really, really messy. It's very messy. But, you know, I think the point that the general points that it was making, it was like, you know, I'm glad there's a film making these points. And it had me thinking about my perspective on things, like the way I was reacting to things. Because Scoot McNairy plays her husband in this, and the way he reacts to things, I was kind of thinking to myself, would I react in that same kind of way? And it did have me thinking there. But like I say, it's neither empowering enough nor dark enough, and it just becomes a bit of a hodgepodge. But I enjoyed my time with it enough. Okay, last one. Luca Guadagnino's Queer. It is on Mubi now. It is getting on for 2.5 hours long. And I'd say that there were about 20 minutes where I was really, really engaged. And then the rest of it looked nice. And the sound, the score and the soundtrack were good. But I have no idea why this material was like, yeah, we should make a film of this.
I was a little bit like, it's a very meandering book.
Yeah, no, I mean it's
a lot of, it's very introspective. It's very it's not like plotty.
No, I mean the first, so it's 3 chapters and an epilogue. The first chapter, about 55 minutes, and it's Daniel Craig wandering around, having conversations, Drew Starkey playing this guy who Craig really, really wants to fuck, and Starkey playing like super, super hard to get. And then the second chapter is them going on a journey. The third chapter is Mrs. Harris goes to South America, where Leslie Manville turns up and absolutely rocks the house. She is great in this. And then there's an epilogue that's like, right, now feel. Even though I got no idea why I'm supposed to be feeling for Daniel Craig's character at all. Because all he is a horny dude who spouts a load of shit, drinks too much, is addicted to heroin, and really wants to fuck Drew Starkey. Great. What a character to walk around with for over 2 hours. It was really, really boring for most of the runtime.
It's a long film as well. It looks 2.5 hours.
Yeah. But it looks great. You know, Guadagnino can make great images. Trent Reznor and Atticus Ross score, which is more sound design, but then needle drops, which are more, not of the time.
Which is often bothers me. That I'm gonna watch. I am very worried now.
Yeah, heavy Nirvana. And I will just say that at one time Musicology by Prince shows up.
Of course.
Because why not? Yeah, there we are. Queer. Not great. I'm now very not surprised Daniel Craig didn't get nominated for it. If he got nominated at the Oscars for this, it would have been because he's Daniel Craig. There's honestly, like, it's such a why the fuck do I care, or why the fuck am I supposed to care performance. It's, yeah, I mean, good on Daniel Craig for basically, I'm sure, getting the film the financing for it to exist, and I hope he had a good time on it, I suppose. But yeah, honestly, like not my tempo, and just, yeah, really boring. There you go. That's me.
I think we've got 2 that we watched together, haven't we, Bex?
Yes.
Yeah. You can start.
Yeah, so we watched The Ninth Gate,
Yep.
which we were a little conflicted about, weren't we?
Yep, artists separating the art from the artist a little bit.
Yeah, but we do like The Ninth Gate.
Yep. Still feel a little bit conflicted about watching it, but fair enough.
It's a good film, though.
I wouldn't go as far as to say it's a good film. It's a fun romp. It's a fun campy romp.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a campy romp with Satan-y shit thrown in, which is always fun.
Yeah.
And Frank Langella's there.
Frank Langella's there. Really odd score.
Yeah.
Really odd plinkety plonkety score, isn't it? Feels a little bit Pink Panther-y.
Yeah, it does a bit, yeah.
Yeah. But it's also got devil shit in it.
Yeah, that's it. If it was just like he had to, if he just had to track down the books and it was very dry, like book shit, not so much. But yeah, the devil.
Because you hate books.
I mean, I do love books, but I won't want to necessarily watch a movie about Johnny Depp tracking down differences between 3 not versions of.
And Leonard Olin being,
She's real horny.
crazy
And horny.
Yeah, which is always good.
Yeah.
Not quite as crazy as she is in Romeo is Bleeding, but whoever is.
Yeah. It's really it's odd seeing. I said to you, it's really weird because Johnny Depp, arguably quite a sleazy energy to him. The goatee also feels quite sleazy in the moment, but Johnny Depp with a goatee somehow doesn't.
Yeah, maybe I think it's more the glasses.
Maybe.
So we jumped from one sleazy movie, didn't we, to another.
We did, yeah.
Yeah, and we watched 8mm.
It's fucking great, is 8mm.
It's just so bleak.
It is. It's an unpleasant watch, but it is a very good film.
It's just so fucking dark.
It is pretty dark.
Like, there's no. I was expecting. I've seen it a few times. We've watched it a few times over the years, haven't we? And I just forgot how just bleak it is. Like, there's no moment of like, oh well, at least this happened. No, he's a broken man by the end of it. Everyone involved is dead, and nothing really happened.
There is a bit of levity at the end. At least his baby and wife are still there.
Yeah, that's about the only bit.
Keena's not left him.
No.
She's too Keena.
Oh yeah, well played. Yeah.
Peter Stormare's in it. I love having Peter Stormare turn up and stuff. He's mint.
I mean, Peter Stormare in just like one of the roles that he was meant for.
He's the Stormarian.
He is Stormaring the fuck out of this.
Yeah.
This and Constantine feel like why Stormare was put on the earth.
Also, though, oh gosh, what's it called? Until Dawn. He plays a psychiatrist, doesn't he, Ian?
Man, yeah, Stormare, yeah.
He's fucking mint in that. He's Stormaring the shit out of things in that as well. Because it's his face and voice.
Yeah.
But in computer game form. But he's just fucking with you.
Yeah.
It's great.
I did enjoy the rewatch of this as much as anyone can enjoy watching 8mm.
Yeah. No, I get that. It's not a fun watch, but I really like 8mm.
Yeah. Right. We do have a question. Excuse me. Yeah. Dylan asks us, what film did you love as a kid, but you just know it wouldn't stand up now as an adult? It's Condor Man for me.
What film did you love as a kid, but it wouldn't stand up as an adult?
I'm going to say it probably stars Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, Mark's not going to agree with this, but I'd say Biodome.
Yeah, no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
See, even I quite like Biodome, though, Ian. And I don't like...
But I've got a feeling it won't hold up.
Oh, it does. It's still a banger.
It's you saying it, though, dude. No offence.
Not taken. Ever. What film did I watch as a kid that...
I didn't really watch anything that interesting as a kid. Like, very vanilla movies. Just real generic, like...
Do you know which one I'm going to go for? Like, I enjoyed watching it when I was a kid, and I bet if I watched it now, God, this is a boring piece of shit.
Go on.
Batteries Not Included.
That's a good shout, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, not that I think it'll be bad, like it'll have aged bad or anything like that. I just reckon if you went back and watched it now, you go, this is boring.
Well, I think Page Master's probably like that. I think if you're a kid watching that, it's probably really exciting. But as an adult watching it, it's like nothing happens. The stakes are so low. They are never in danger. Like, but they probably are to a kid. I reckon that's probably in that category.
Yeah. But yeah, Batteries Not Included for me.
I mean, I'd say the Hans Christian Andersen Little Mermaid that I got fucking palmed off with because my parents didn't want to pay Disney prices that traumatised me when she turned to sea foam. But I think that's just a personal one.
Do you want me to track it down for you?
No. I was in hysterical fucking tears after watching that for the first time.
Where's the fucking sea in Langoustine?
Yeah. Very sad.
What are we covering next week, Ian?
What is next week?
September 5.
Well, I'm seeing Dogman, which I'm really looking forward to. Part man, part dog, all hero.
Sure.
But, as well as that I'm seeing, but I don't think you two are, what do we have? Let's have a look.
September 5.
September 5. We've got September 5.
Yep. I'm looking forward
Also,
to that.
As am I. Even though it's not actually got that many showtimes around here, and I haven't even seen the trailer for this. The Kiki Kwan, Ariana DeBose action film Love Hurts comes out this weekend.
All right. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, Kiki Kwan and Ariana DeBose. It's 83 minutes long.
Didn't they both win supporting actor at the same Oscars?
I think they might have.
Everyone's favourites in it.
Cam?
Yeah.
Nice.
Is he really? Well, look, we'll see. But September 5 is definitely getting watched. So we have a show.
Right. That was our show. That was episode 572. Thank you very much, Rebecca.
Thank you very much, Mark.
Thank you very much, Ian.
My head's a little bit sweaty, and I think it's because of this
I think
wine.
it might be, to be fair. You drank an entire bottle of red wine. That's dangerous.
Have you had any before we started, or have you literally, like...
Nah, mate.
Gosh.
Fucking hell.
That's some commitment, that, Ian. I'm impressed.
Pop the Jack Quaid and fucking just downed it all in the episode. Alright. Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.